Well, this actress is bald and dirty in this movie, and she still looks amazing. She's strong and fierce, girl.
Oh, yeah. See who we're talking about as our entertainment reporter Jim Ferguson tells us what he thinks about Mad Max opening today.
Good morning. Our Hollywood happening is an exciting one and long awaited. From director George Miller, originator and mastermind behind the legendary Mad Max, comes Mad Max Fury Road, a return to the world of road warrior Max Rakentowski, played by Tom Hardy. It's a world gone mad with the force of a high-octane road war. Charlize Theron stars as a new character in the trilogy, the Imperator Furiosa. Her rage will trigger the road war.
Looking behind you, this could be Arizona.
Yeah.
But it's a country you love, Africa.
Yeah.
Where you shot this.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, I worked in a lot of old westerns. Monty Walsh, Rio Bravo, and we worked hard days in the desert, hot in Arizona, and at the end of the day, you were just wiped out. Did you experience similar to that? Because, as George Miller says, this is a Western on wheels.
Yeah. Look, the logistics of making this movie was incredibly hard, and the physical demand on us to do it was really, it was intense. And I think it was also just that the shoot was so long. I think that was what made it a little harder. Mm-hmm. We actually didn't have the heat. We were in a lot of cold. We shot during the winter. And we only caught like a little bit of the summer at the end of the shoot in Cape Town. So it was actually incredibly cold, really cold, and I had no hair on my head, and I had no idea how quickly you get much colder without hair on your head. So that was...
And that's what Nicholas said too, because he was bald, how cold it was.
Yeah, we were cold. I think some of the girls even had a couple of days where they were very close to hypothermia.
Ooh. Oh,
yeah.
A lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Did you do rehearsals to get ready for the role?
Oh, yeah. There was a huge amount of preparation before we actually shot this movie. I mean, if you think of the times that we almost made the movie and the preparation that we took before that, it was really a long process in the 3 years before we actually made the movie. And so we were in Namibia for 2 or 3 months before we even started shooting anything.
Your first meeting with Max, played by Tom, was anything but nice.
Yeah.
That scene, that fight scene was incredible.
Yeah, we shot that for about 3 weeks, and we shot it pretty early on in the movie. And so it was the first real piece of the film that was incredibly physical and took a really long time to shoot, and I think it kind of set the bar for the rest of the movie, because once we were done with that, it was like, oh, okay, now we really understand what this dynamic is in this relationship and how that's going to kind of carry through the movie. So it was, I think, a good thing that we did that.
It really worked well. Your character, Furiosa, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, Furiosa.
Furiosa, a real female road warrior. Would you agree?
Yeah. You know, when I first started hearing loud whispers about this movie, it was that George Miller was going to reimagine this world and that he wanted to create a new female character that could stand alongside Max. And, you know, two things happened. You're like, that sounds amazing, but is that really going to happen? And then I met him, and there was just something about him and his passion to want to do that with this character that I just really believed. And making the film with him, watching the movie now, he just never disappointed me. He really stuck through with that, and I feel like she is a very unusual female character in a world that I don't think we've really seen.
It is by my hand you arise from the ashes of this world.
We are not things. We are not things.
Where is she taking them?
Well, in order to attract today's audiences to George Miller's mad future with Mad Max Fury Road, it would cross continents and take more than a decade. It would also include the talents of hundreds of artists, 3,500 storyboards, to thousands of props and costumes. Believe me, it's worth the wait. It's a breathless chase from start to finish with incredible special effects. In my opinion, in a year of so many big action films, Mad Max Fury Road is by far the very best. It's rated R. My grade a sure bet A. Well, also opening today, Where Hope Grows. I recently interviewed the two stars of this inspiring film, Chris Polaha and David DeSantis. I graded the film a B-. And Pitch Perfect 2, the musical comedy, features Elizabeth Banks and Anna Kendrick. And I'm going to see you right here next Tuesday on The Morning Blend.